government. So I make this when I will first press conference, we don't say, make we conduct and pancreas. Like I start, I want to welcome all we panel when our journalists we can attend today. And the reason why to make we start sharp 2 now because me and the minister on this side say we get for do government business and government work with time consciousness. That means we say 2 na 2 o'clock. Because I know say but people before you can you self don't get different arrangement and how you get go. And no one make government be burden on you. So government will can own you now for time where you don't necessarily for being there. So now I make as part of the first change we start on time. Today we get big people in where we don't invite for can talk to we on many things then. And then people and they will with today. I will start to introduce or present on now because as I move and CDS, what you know we introduce the chief of defense staff get to citizen. We now Lieutenant General Patrick Lamau, we now the chief of defense staff for the public officer area. We are not clap for CDS. Now the CDS, the immediate right, we also get the person when I on top the policeman in all the country. Where we call the Inspector General of Police, when Inspector General for ourselves, where we all sabi, we have a plan for ourselves. This platform also, when I press conference, me and the minister and the team don't decide to, we not just get to get people away and government people away, therefore they can give you information. But also as part of the civic engagement for narrow the gap between government and the citizens them, we also come for it as platform who say people known as civil society. If they want pass message to citizens them, we create for the opportunity for them also come and be part of this press conference so we make weekly. So today for the very first time we get the national president for Women's Forum Salon, when Madam Sally Adams will set the part of this press conference. We also expect we Minister of Finance, when Sheku Fantamadi for there with me, because I know say people want to know about how the economy they do and how the budget, supplementary budget, so it will be waiting the government in plan for taking forward. But while we also get the Deputy Minister of Finance one, with a strong woman, with a Madam Jennifer, we do it for this press conference. Madam Jennifer, Madam Jennifer Bangua, we do it. Now, me London, the Deputy Minister, I will hand over now to the Minister. When we host for this press conference, when my brother, Mr. Chino Ba, when the Minister for Information and Civic Education, for take the program forward. Mr. Minister.
Well, thank you. Honorable Deputy Minister Yusuf Thomas Sandy. Family una co-share in one hotel on all place. Thank you again for una come. I want to start by laying the foundation for the members of the fourth estate, the press. I want to say this is our first official engagement with the press. And I want to make it clear, we will get follow-up proper conversations there with the Sierraleone Association of Journalists. Here it was Guild. We brother and sister them as well with bloggers across the country. We look forward to a fruitful, productive relationship with the media. We consider una as an important partner, as allies for advance, not just credible factual information, but also the civic education space as a whole. So these are just the beginning. These are our first engagement, and me and Mr. Sandeep in the city this morning that in fact Today now only about the fifth official working day, and this is our first full week. So, but putting in the work will let us change. We will go engage with now on. We will get feedback at the end of this. There will be another back who will ask for give feedback on how we do, what we do for make this better. Some people go and ask why we not in our Ministry of Information today, because we say we are minister and are very young at 8th floor. We go in and elevate on day. So we understand say that they all in accessibility issue. We come up from that world level, we think about okay, is there a place where we do this press conference? It will be easier for them to have access. So the foundation of how they think, now how we work together with them. Already today we want to make sure so we occupy the front seats there. One of our understanding now this press conference before. Any question we get, any engagement we get, so follow-up questions, we will make available them principal here so now. In exchange, we ask for them on self lead by una ethics and una code them on themselves. That we present factual information to the public, that we observe the integrity, that we follow the IMC code, the owner don't join me as well as the government process. So for a start, we really look forward for get a productive relationship until now. I just want to reiterate to Mr. Sandy say that there's an intentionality behind who they decide for communicating Creole. I know say some people are struggle small. It don't mean say we don't ban English, we combine, we will do English as well. But primarily, we know say some of that carry this line. People in one area and think they will talk about Southwest country. Important is in the way the people they want to know about Nassau. So we don't want to get we talk some people the past will translate for them. So English and Creole seem for being the language where most people understand. So we do that in the minister then I am them go speak small by English because of terminology we then go mix. But I want to take the opportunity for welcome the comrade and senior brother when our minister for all the money business and country, finance minister. We just don't join me with our Dr. Sheku Fantamaki. We don't give doctor title, but the minister, Mr. Bangua, thank you so much. And so, one more thing about the structure for this. First, we will go around and I will ask the respective principals and I will give them primary information we can share with you. When they don't give them opening interventions, then we go open for the structured question and answer session. We will ask now for ask questions, make comments, this is an interaction. One follow get a substantive conversation. Now, not all man will get for people for points to solve. You will get smartphone, turn around to that screen and use that code video on the screen and ask a question. You come immediately now. We have to go like the check the question and now within the room, we also check how we give you votes for a question to make sure if how to answer that question if somebody ask the question. So in case you don't get access to the mic or wise, speak at the top because not to ask the top question. We allow everybody to talk first. Then I'm open for question. Whilst you talk, if you never forget your question, you can use that platform as well for us for immediately put your question in. So I don't know and I will prep as well for them to be able to answer the question we don't put forward. Going forward, we also don't move the press conference to Tuesday. In order for that Thursday. Now we plan Friday. Every Thursday we will press conference. We try for institutionalize this Tuesday now. With early in the week, we believe say we get a better chance for them we use make the newspaper. We do Thursday, Friday. If you get to not publish, someone may work Friday, you know they get right. So one less government information be part of the conversation for the people. We therefore they make sure say each press conference covers specific themes in one. And very important that whatever cabinet and major decisions they will not happen towards the end of that week, we can't Tuesday, we start with that. And that day we focus particularly on the big five. So if we get, like we hope say with what the Chief Minister was share the extended apologies to Ria, because set the scene for it. So each press conference will get a principal from one of their big picture. Second, or if somebody obviously a million job that between me and the deputy members of the ministry to lead on that part. But each press conference will also focus on some socio-economic issue to the economy. Really important, and some people like for and today we get the highest person in the country to talk about that. We are the Minister of Finance. Very important. As necessary, we also get to focus on security issues. So, as a thematic area for the press conference and conversation, one will provide updates on the state security issue. Any new information there, we have a partner with the security apparatus, so that they use this platform as well, so that they communicate generally to the people of this country. And then, like how the minister said, once we get civic engagement and civic education portfolio, normally this becomes a big platform. Entire life in all area, one will also be a platform who will interact with civil society. Some civil, social justice issue there, we're burning, we're newsworthy. Sometimes might not even be things that we necessarily fully agree with, but an opportunity to get a conversation, a discussion. We commit to that, so we make this platform as well open for the civil society or the other partner in the civic engagement world, where they can share any updates with it. That's my framework. Now, I'm a pleasure for all the first speaker, we distinguished Honorable Minister for Money Business, for Finance, for let talk to and open on which are the update them from the Ministry of the Economy. We will say we just want to present a supplementary budget, any additional information of education, FTC, and like I say, you hold on to your question. Either use the app now and write them in, or you hold on when they all not present them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister of Information and Education. And family on afternoon, I'm glad for the out. And when I know say we only engage on the economy. I mean, just a few minutes where I take oath, I go deliver the supplementary budget. Of course, you ask you why we do that, because we just don't pass budget last year, December. We can make sure, say, by the 1st of January, we can spend on the resources we generate for the government. But we don't notice till 6 months into the year, but putting in the way happen, we make them budget appropriation with Parliament pass. Most of the assumptions that we underpin them, that's also assumptions that we don't shift. So we make sure, say, some of the allocations that will be done program for the MDAs and certainly not be required to revise them. Secondly, the what we call macro framework, meaning all the potential for revenue expenditures and the things that really drive growth. Most of the development in the shift because of some of the development will take place outside of Sierra Leone. For example, the persistence of war in Ukraine, supply chain challenges, but also as well some of the disruptions in terms of rising price of petroleum and essential commodities. We own growth projections for the economy. We therefore revise them at some point. This is the reality. And also, make sure say the rise in those prices of goods and services, even with projections on servicing, but also funding foreign missions and ESM, we will make sure say we revise them. As well, the new development that we manifest on the new government and the pronouncement of the government that we can make on new NDAs, this one, whether the MICD, but also technology, infrastructure, initiative on climate change, food security, and the like. Those ones and sustainable energy, we have to make sure so we count the part of work. As well in 2022 faced some serious shock. Where we end up the year, we end up with very huge deficits. So we therefore begin to think how we consolidate the economy itself, the public finances, and make sure we stabilize for growth going forward. So that be the underpinning and the of this dimension. That's why we went back. And we look at the big dynamics there. One, when I noticed in the course of the year in April, we introduced the Finance Act because nobody introduced the Finance Act at the last budget. But we see the need in the course of the year to introduce Finance Act. The Finance Act, they introduced some new tax measures. And then tax measures, they border on closing loopholes, the tax annuals, especially corporate tax. Those time we decided to introduce minimum alternate taxation. Because before now, waiting to happen is that we companies them, we get the liberty of declare losses and not pay profits of corporate tax. This will affect a lot of them for predicting. So we introduce a minimum tax. What the minimum tax essentially is that you really need to fully declare your overall operations of your books or as a company. And if you really not make profit, we say that you pay minimum tax. So if you make profits, will they assess you on the real profitability that you make and then you pay the tax accordingly. So we just want to discourage some of the loopholes. We also revise with GST as well. The GST, the goods and service tax, you get a lot of exemption. When we begin exemption, the exemption we're not supposed for really giving at all. But what we do, we protect the poor people, and then we introduce that aspect and they will not be originally captured. And so that aspect and they will be noticed that NRA will be new institution. NRA at the time when they introduce them, will not be able for building capacity for able to do an assessment of certain category of GST taxes. But in the same vein, we give waivers for many of the items that will not say rice and the like. So kind of the kind balance hold. Several other areas of taxation where we introduce measures on government excise tax, where they call seed tax. That's on tobacco products, sugar products, alcohol, and the like. Where we believe it's supposed to be a workforce as well for taxation, where we revise the taxes, but also on petroleum products, we revise those taxes relatively upward, slightly, basically for really manage the externalities of people consuming those goods and making sure that we harmonize the taxes, but not only that, increase some of the uptake on them, or make sure say you predict. Some of the aspects of the reforms that we introduce, reforms the way they enhance the technology of NRA for make sure say they become more efficient in collecting taxes. So on excise, for example, we introduced track and trace systems, both for excise commodities, but also we introduced what they call fair marking system for petroleum products, following for access the tax holiday for several other small areas that they will introduce tax measures. Really, all that effort they introduce an average of additional 2.2% of GDP increased revenues for collecting the cost of the year. That's new money, right? Then we get new money beyond the one way that we have in December. And then we introduce the UESDR allocation of about $1 billion. These are additional money into the budget, will not be the original, right? And then, so when you get a new money here, plus also you get expenditure measures the way you get but you make sure say you reduce some of the otherwise big spending on infrastructure and make sure say you rationalize the budget. And when you do that, the budget framework change. Plus also with this new money that we'll get, and then new ministries that we will introduce, and all that you really need to go back and go seek legal appropriation for expending new money at the government. So that's what's the underpinning. Now, all of this, I think, is important for a lot of people to understand. But what we decide to do is, we then change this year, and in 2022, we don't get a very, of the impact that I was talking about. The deficit was so high, close to about 10%. We should do the adjustment here, efforts at raising revenues, but also these new resources that we come and will introduce tax in the expenditure management system. We expect that at the end of this year, we will not shrink or consolidate the budget for just about 5 So that process of budget deficit relative to gross domestic product, we will reduce them to 5.4%. Now, this is what we call fiscal consolidation, meaning we take effort them, raise revenue, become more disciplined, ease off the pressure we get on both the service, but also expenditures. Expenditures will be budget rationalized. Why is this important? When we get too much high budget deficit, the way you get finance, they put pressure on the central bank. By the way you finance, they put pressure on the central bank. So the bank will be forced to do high power lending for it, right? So they do high power lending, it is more supply money to the economy, it will affect inflation, it will affect the value of the currency. So we try to take a posture of ensuring that we instill fiscal discipline. That fiscal discipline ease the pressure on the central bank, they manage the economy, and try to instill overall macroeconomic stability. So that's the underpinning. But as it is going forward, we project say in the course of the year, even though we get moderate growth because of all the development we don't take. And if we do fiscal consolidation, and what we will do right now, we expect it by next year, this country will begin to grow at a reasonable level, close to about 4.78% of GDP, even more bigger than that in 2024. So as we're going right now, the posture will get from begin for the send out when they call budgets called circular. Where that will begin the budget preparation process, where we involve all ministries, departments, and agencies of the government on the back of the new framework where we get right now, backed by some of these tax measures, but also the posture we take around managing expenditures and engage with the general public for new ways to write the new budget for next year. So that process doesn't really start. But in the course of the year, what did we do? When we have all the difficulties here, we try to ensure that, say, goods and services are available in the country. Look at any shortages in the country. Definitely, fuel is there in the country. Rice available. We have never had shortages. What we'll be grappling with are the prices internationally. Okay, and I'm open to discuss those issues. And the reason why we have adjusted petroleum pricing in the country because of the pressure it has on oil. It is very expensive because we are importing oil. And the international price of oil and the currency value have not been very high, it's been dropping and depreciating. So we need to be doing the relevant adjustment for ease the pressure on the budget because we are subsidized. But what we have done as a government, not only subsidize and fully pass through that cost, we not say it's not easy to keep out the budget. So slowly we adjust until such time when we pass through. However, there are several other measures we will take for measures to assuage the cost on the vulnerable people of this issue, of this rising prices. We do safety net, we do cash for work, we do resources for youths and women. We get Munafa that the women have access to. For support groups, about 10,809 beneficiaries. 75% of those are women. We have a lot of programs that are targeted at youth. That's how we've been trying to manage the effect of all of this. That posture will not change. The only thing is that even on the current budget, what we have done is to recalibrate the budget to begin to look at this way invested in needs and on. So we even give farmers an input subsidies. We don't call truly e-voucher system for seedlings, fertilizer, but also access machines for them for farm in the country. Whilst we still do investment on education, feeding, exam fees, all these things are actually being done for them for ease of the pressure of the current macro dynamics on the families. I think I can left hand there for now, and then I'll open up for any questions for now.
Want to tell the Honorable Minister, plenty thank you. Family when I was, I think you know you say the government they work. We live in a period where crisis there across the world. But the government of Salon to the Ministry of Finance don't take specific steps there to stabilize the economy and improve the situation and economy. One of the steps that we don't take, we mention, and that with these budgets and the try for leg government raise more money because they will lost money because people will balance the tax code. And in addition to that, we don't get additional resources as well from the IMF. This new budget, they not put that additional resources, they will seek Parliament their approval for how they will spend them, including for continue for support young people, women, the poor across the country, as well as for focus on presidentbio in big 5 priorities that we don't lay out for in second term. So we tell the Minister Plenty thank you. Another highlight what I think for remember is in the midst of all these global challenges that we get and the economic challenges that we world, by the way, all across the world they face, and that they don't manage the economy. The government of Salome don't manage the economy well enough for ensure say people need to learn for this. Here always is. So goods and services that are available. We deal with price issues, but even that we do it structured and systematic. And there's clarity, like in the economy is stable. So one will tell you plenty thinking, and I hope say we and the media, including, for example, the editors and other people, take them message here and application say, come to this press conference because we will make sure say the information will be substantive. Now we will switch quickly and we come to the security sector. We get with the Inspector General of Police for the country. And I know say for news only over the past few days, and people then get specific questions there. We get about state of security. Before we IGP talk, I want to acknowledge the presence of the brother, the press secretary for His Excellency the President, the primary spokesperson. I say they are for not only rendering support, but as well at some point I get specific question for him. Emmanuel to say always ready. So Mr. Solomon Jamil ASQ, we thank you for joining. IG Fire Selu, the body and the concern.
Well, afternoon. Starting for the part of this meeting press by the new minister. Generally, I want to see the general security situation across the country is calm and quiet. No calm and quiet, no lose on this. All for the government, something like that. I want to talk on 2 issues. The first one, the subversion, who will investigate, the police. And the second one, therefore, be this helicopter will come down shipwreck around our Waterloo axis. We don't come out with so many theories. I hope you know that sound like let's start with the first one. Monday, the 31st of July, we informed the general public say the security sector will be far elite with the point towards people there, with the activities that amount to bring to scarce the country, or can destroy property, can destroy life, and at the end of the day, we can change government with the just not elect. So in 40th of Sunday, we as police, we institute investigations. But of course, during the investigation, we don't do a number of arrests. And the arrest is predicated on evidence. So as I talk so now, get our custody 8 middle-level Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces. I said middle-level, they range from lieutenant to major. We're 8. We get 6 non-commissioned officers of the Armed Forces, NCOs, from private sergeants and category. Then we get 2 serving members of the Sierra Leone Police, 1 sub-inspector and 1 police constable. Then we get also, as recently as this morning, 1 retired chief superintendent of police is in our custody for this investigation. Alongside all them, one has to get 2 civilians who themselves help me for this investigation. As we investigate, the final say we still don't put out a manhunt for a couple of people more. And that includes 5 house staff personnel. Out of that 5, 2 are middle-level officers, then 3 are non-commissioned officers. Then on the police side, we look for 3 police personnel, 1 sub-inspector and 2 police constables. In the case of all this, as security sector, we want to assure the public say we are fully in control, we are fully in charge, and we are running things. We don't do a couple of things. We don't beef up the border security posted, the border patrols, we don't beef them up, we don't increase them by a huge margin. Constantly, we got joint patrols, the military and the police along the borders, redundantly. Then, of course, the posture across the board, across the country, don't change the posture because of what you look at. Man will be taking all kinds. We don't change the posture redundantly. Additionally, we don't step up the intelligence collection outfit. We don't deploy a lot of assets out there, not only police panel, but even civilians. We don't bring them on board for providing with the intelligence. So we have to assure members of the public say when they wake up, then they go about the normal business. So we advise say, if you see something, say something. If you see anything very suspicious in a community, report it. If you see anything where not satisfy you, report it to me so that we will act on that. Because you don't see, not concerned me, it's not to the business. Who knows what will happen next? So that is the status of that investigation. So as of now, we continue the investigation and anything can happen. If it is self-wasted also, along the line, if the evidence point and we get home safe. So I'm also subject to that. So let people remain at ease, maybe no worry about that. The second issue we are want to talk about is helicopter where it comes on Mashore village, about 15 miles from Waterloo. On Saturday, the 5th of August, around 11:51 hours, 1 helicopter, registration number Z5-RWT, the type na AS350. We do 1 landing where they call precautionary landing at that Mashore village, 15 miles from Waterloo. This helicopter it belongs to 1 company where they call Sky Horse Aviation Company. We get the headquarters at Pretoria, South Africa. 2 people fly this helicopter. 1 British Richard Leach and 1 South African Nicholas Harman. Then 2 people also they are certified pilots, certified by the South African Civil Aviation Authority. We get certificate. Of course, we don't do an investigation into all of this. So the helicopter, and they use them for do what we call mineral exploration surveys, mining companies and environmental protection agencies, different parts of Africa, Europe, and Asia. This helicopter will then two pilots on board. They left South Africa, Victoria specifically on the 28th of July. Then they go on an exploration exercise at Greenland. From South Africa to Greenland, they will pass through so many airspaces. Right there with the ship landing right, all the airspace they were going to fly. They also had a fix they will need for retrieve because the helicopter is small. They take large volume of the fuel we need for go very far. It's like after every 4 hours, people cannot get retrieve. So you have to pass through the airspace of Botswana, Namibia, Angola, Gabon, Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone. Then subsequently, they go Gambia, Mauritania, the Canary Islands, then they end up at Greenland. Sierra Leone, for example, if you get a landing permit, where they get agents, how civil aviation operates, you can be agents for take landing permits for flights, so you can land at the country for refuel. Most times, and for just refuel, not for you to sleep. If you go for sleep, the permit will specify as such. For this particular flight, they get the agent, Patrick, so you can waiting on number 8 sleep country, including off-road road. In an agent for this Sky Housing Aviation Company. Secure landing permit for this helicopter, where the landing permit number LE/010-823-057. That's the landing permit number dated the 1st of August 2023. And the person who signed this permit, Nawan Usman B. Jallo, signed on behalf of the Director General Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority. We investigate the pilots. The pilots, they say, at about 11:40 hours, in the flight, he left from Morovia, the Ghana. So, of course, the agents, they wait at the airport. They will not reach them at 12 o'clock for retrieve and move. So, 11:40, in the flight at 1,000 feet above sea level, they noticed the helicopter had vibrated some kind of way. So, fearful. 9 them struggled, put a candle at this Mashore village. They put a candle, they called control tower, they alert them, say, we will not reach this particular level. Then for locate them, precise location by latitude and longitude, transmit them to the control tower for them, inside it specifically. The control tower, the security officer at the airport, Lawrence Conte, he called the police director of operations, gather information. So together, we begin look for this place. The operations man called the LEC Waterloo for hold on this place. Since nine community, 9 police area, he able reach there and he see them with band there. As they reach together, the ONS people, they said they reach the airport authority people, they see the aviation authority, they said they reach there. Then conduct a search on this helicopter. They not see anything of police interest on this helicopter. When we interview people will see when this helicopter is struggle for Kano. They tell me precisely say, let's see this helicopter, the whole NCR, if they don't say the streaming for land, otherwise it will crash. As the land, let's have go to the watch out of curiosity. They left the watch, police they come civil aviation authority they come in, ONS people they come in, then together they conduct the search. But one thing we clear on that. All them people don't talk to. No say you see they take box people. No talk say you see what camp they can't do box careful. Nobody say you see boat camp they can't do come as opposed to waiting there is a social media. How they left in the inside boat, we put carbon at all of those precautions. So, but we get interviews conduct on the spot. Nobody knows say you see the tooth box. Nobody knows say you see a tooth something pull, somebody can do something now. So that's how the thing happened. Then of course, Sierra Leone Civil Airport Authority, they come with 2 certified engineers for their aircraft. They can do small thing on this helicopter. They do ground run small. And they will say, well, this one we can move on small, low, Lungi or left on a distance. So they move on from that point, they come on a distance, as it talks to the back at the Sierra Leone Armed Forces Air Force Base. The status now that they don't fly in 2 engineers from South Africa who can fix the helicopter, fly continue to go on the assignment. This helicopter and the helicopter will do exploration. Some of you will not see them here before this. I remember 2016, where they 2011, where they came out, one helicopter will do similar assignment. They get big thing on the satellite dish. They fly all over the top, they do mineral exploration. So that is the status of the helicopter. The pilot in there, when an engineer come from South Africa, all the way with free own civil aviation expert then, engineer then, they go look up, they fix them, we check them. We have all the documents, the flight route, the landing permit, the man certificate, copies of the certificates, and everything they need for flight. So that is the status of this investigation. So we will have home as well.
Well, we get an accomplished communicator as with Inspector General of Police. Let's take you to the Inspector General of Police for very clear, concise updates. If anybody didn't get any question on this, I think the family and others don't get the message clear. An investigation they go on, the security apparatus confident. They don't just disrupt this investigation, they get people in custody who support them right now in the investigation. And they want to assure family them now, say, nothing of the foreign because in security and safety, they assured the professional officials that they are on top of the situation. As far as the preliminary land is concerned, the information is very simple. They don't conduct a thorough investigation. In fact, those of us say they are playing, we just over from this guy will not be no ones. We get records say they don't already ask for land alone. And they don't also, in the abundance of caution, even though they know this, they don't go shake that place, turn all thing over, check everything for make sure so we don't let no stone unturned. And then professionals that are both from the security and the civil aviation authorities, they're confident that nothing or they will anybody before worry about and everything is safe. And now I get the pleasure for welcome the youngest chief minister in the history of Sierra Leone, the the father of radical inclusion. What can I say? Well, and so my career as well, and you don't set the bar on radical inclusion. So radical inclusion may only get this conversation about how we are important. Obviously, as we know, I'm a very busy man. We're really grateful that you're there. So we'll just say a few words. I mean, don't hear anything for just set the scene and set the stage about how we approach government communication, look at his priority of His Excellency, especially in the second term, but for him as Chief Minister in the first one maybe. We'll just give you some quick highlights and then we'll continue to start.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. I'm glad that you welcome me now for this press conference. Interestingly, yesterday, most people they tell me, hey, like how CBS and IG for council people, they thought they were not into that deal. But this is a different government. The IG and CBS, then they talk to people, then, but waiting to happen. We know they talk about because we want to talk. We know say communication is important in the part of governance. And waiting government to do the work they for do when accept as Hamburg they get for equity for do that work they and we know that we responsibility for communicating responsibility for making one know what they do and how they do and so that when I said for equity I will tell you that what we need for do for equity for deliver for all man as a government I don't hear everybody big five. I don't study and yet study by heart. All man will study by heart. Because the big five, they tell we about how we get for transform we country. Fifth alone, the meeting where leads for come on, where we make idea, His Excellency in the meeting with the Minister of Agriculture, with the Deputy then for talk about big five, for fifth alone in particular. And just always had the strategy, always had the plan. how they get for the Dandi now just come over. And people are really important and it very much links to human capital development. We had the second one, about school feeding, all things interlinked. And this we approach with the group for national development, skills development. We have a young man there, a young woman there waiting for land, the appropriate skills. We learn skills, like I go to the third one when employment, when you get the skills, then you're able to do employment. It's now not to just waiting government to do for entrepreneurship, practice, and employment. And when you do employment, all like a public sector, public service delivery, LD2 they do, let now body business or school business and public service delivery, public sector. So the revamping of the public sector, all man we did and we all responsibility because no matter what you do and whether you get a job or not, the public sector they work for you. We not able to get country we get development. And finally, underpinning all of that in digital and infrastructure. We need to make sure say the thing that they connect all the things that they work. Internet for the, lights for the, road for the, WhatsApp for the, how they pay for the, I don't know what costs cash. So mobile money for the, all things for the, and the importance for me we understand that design and development. So that's the big five. I will just forget quiz, then school but the big five. But really, the minister there and the ministry and the head of the agency there, they get responsibility to communicate. Not to compare what they versus whatever. But we understand say the responsibility now to make many people they know how they go, how we come out, what we done today, who's policy partner, parliament, who's policy partner, cabinet, what's now the guidelines today, how Ministry of Finance they engage with revenue, because now we all responsible. And not just be say, let's bring that private sector, let's bring that piece, talk together. And I'm in the general vision where His Excellency don't say, to make many countries go before, for really strengthening cohesion, for strengthening national development, we for stay connected with the issues. I get right to ask we question them, what they do, and we still get right to respond. Our responsibility to respond and engage with the general direction. I don't know if you can do. Okay. Thank you. I'm really glad here. I shall say, for co-minister, this now secret. They don't know it. But the ministries and the minister then get to be part of the evaluation in the participation in the Ministry of Information press conference. So you don't be in part. Thank you.
We all start with flying colors. Thank you very much, the Honorable Chief Minister. I understand say the Chief Minister need for one at some point, or instead the Deputy Minister of Finance could be here for answer clarification questions from finance. So the Minister said properly and get another important engagement now. Before we open up to questions, we ask the sister Sally Adams, we are the president for Women's Forum Salon, or he get a brief press release and he said want to talk to the woman there as alone and want to use this platform. We will give the opportunity and they will open and we start this conversation.
Good afternoon, everyone, and this room. First of all, I want to say thanks to the minister and the team for where they lead movement from Sierra Leone at national movement umbrella. Minister can talk on the left elites and for talk to women outside there, especially the woman the way Namakituma the way they don't feel aggrieved. But basically we have first of all talk about women's forum because like 1 minute. The Women's Forum National Umbrella will be formed in 1994. connect women the way when they work with the government, NGOs, they come together and for discuss on issues the way they affect women and that people in Sierra Leone. So basically, the women are 29 years old. So if we talk about the National Women's Umbrella, we are the mama. So anything they say, or they see on social media or they read, when we know say they will vulnerable woman the way they outside there. If you politician, you never for do to the good or empower them, you not for use them for do bad action. But before I say anything, I just want to read this first statement. Then I want to go viral because it's coming from the women's home. So women's first this from women's home Tiwalio. Women's home Tiwalio, the national umbrella organization for women's groups in the country, is specifically concerned about videos and audios being rounds on social media in which some people are calling on certain market women and other women to stage a protest on Monday, the 14th August 2023. And before I do this release, I call Auntie Marie Kane because I'm the president of market women. And market women, the part of women's forum Sierra Leone. So if you remember the last August 10th, I saw we did see audios, them videos that they come out and say they want them to state. We undermine them. And the end of the day, we see them. Where anything happens, like chaos, violence, arrangement, and that, we women of this country, that we are suffer most. Sometimes the man that you run away and go, they let go of the house. We could take care of them. So this time on, any information we get about women that are coming to demonstrate, women from Sierra Leone, they quickly community, discuss them, and still way forward, and stop women. Because $10 for the woman in this country, we are talking about the big five things. We have been saying, Makituma and Abacha, Lonely, I'm not take opportunity. Because then they do business and feeding people and culture the inside there. So as market women, they don't need for bonus for the go demonstrate or people they want to use them. But this time when they talk about any possible one use them and they when we get hold of it, we say will begin to them and within a court. Because another for they can't use woman name because they're vulnerable with the not get, but they use them as shields for the mosquito and say, no. If you not say okay, work to empower the woman there, we will agree. But we're going to use them as the mosquitoes. We're not going to agree on that. I can still continue for the press release. The first of the audios and videos is that the women should protest because of the removal of street leaders from the center business district, which was Abaka State, and even Lumley. Yeah, so we all want to see the country develop. Good way to remove them, maybe they're not informed them, we don't know. But if state they don't remove them, they're not that is right, but say they go demonstrate because they remove them. At least they get a channel, those are the market women. They get an election. They for not pass to the report, market women, they part of women so on. We for not come together and see them difference there. How is that we for link to this to gender, then for still way for the government. But they okay. The civil market women station is the registered member of the women's forum and is obliged by statute to channel its complaints and grievances to the umbrella body. That is started with the responsibility of seeking redress for their concerns or remaining the situation. We therefore appeal at the court via audios and videos for protest by an affiliate body of the organization, thus informing the leadership about their concerns. It should also be noticed that the call for protest does not have the approval of the security forces and is seen as an attempt to encourage women to participate in an unlawful protest. As a law-abiding organization, we will repeat our associate body to always follow the due process and not indulge in illegal acts. For this reason, Women's Forum Sierra wants to encourage the Market Women Association to challenge their grievances to their leaders, who in turn will present the case to the Women's Forum for negotiation. As citizens of this country, we have the right to demonstrate, but we must obey the laws of the land and continue to maintain the peace we are all enjoying today. Finally, Women's Forum Sierra condemns all unlawful demonstrations by any group as it undermines our democracy and erodes the gains we have made as a country over the years. Protests are part of our democracy, but the law was upheld all times. As I say again, women so on. Until today, we don't begin to negotiate our peace. Give responsible and the day to the Sabbath. But women so when it comes to this one, you want and to get peace on the country, and women so on. To get peace before election to the Sabbath era. When we won't be